So, last week I did something that was irresponsible, even reckless. Okay, what did I do? Well, I decided upon receiving my new shipment of Yevo food, and frankly, I had taken single servings for 2 days prior to this. But then on Friday, I decided to do something a little more intense. I decided, with this food here, Yevo hot rice cereal, and actually some servings of their oatmeal. I decided, well, what would it be like if I had, basically this Yevo food is my only food source, for a couple of days, right? So I did that. I had Yevo food and water and additional water besides, what I put in the Yevo food. And I had caffeinated coffee and I had decaffeinated coffee. That was all I had for 2 days. And in fact, I had 4 times 2 equals 8 servings for that 2-day period. Now, it wasn't exactly 4 in the first day because technically I had the first amount after midnight, for Saturday. So actually it was 3 and 5, but I had a total of 8 servings of the Yevo food in 2 days. This is twice the amount that is recommended. And when you're talking about the fact that each serving has 50% of the essential nutrients, approximately, in it, all you need to get 100% of your essential nutrients is 2 servings. So it's twice the amount. And I did this for 2 days, taking twice the amount. Now, you wouldn't think that necessarily would be all that big of a deal. But even then, I experienced some negative effects. So this, this is real, folks. Now, but I'm not here to pump this up, or at least in this particular video. I'm here to say what I'm saying, and yes, I am selling it, so you need to keep that in mind, But I'm here to talk about the negative stuff to show you that I am, telling you like it is. Okay, the first negative effect, which I almost hesitate to even mention because it was really so subtle, but I did feel a little flushed, a little hot at times, like a mini, hot flash, maybe a couple times. But really, this one is, almost not worth mentioning. The other 2, though, are definitely worth mentioning. Okay, the second side effect, shall I say, is I felt a dry mouth. Now, this is a real effect, a dry mouth, dry throat. Now, this is something, if you look it up, about nutrients and overdose of nutrients and things like that, this will pop up, and so this is a real effect of something going on here that, may not be positive, right? Just think of it, in just a day, after the end of a day or going to the next day, I felt these symptoms. My goodness, and I wasn't, consuming vitamins or, nutrients, for quite a while before that, besides what I have in my food. So, just to experience anything after, just this short amount of time is incredible. Okay. The other thing I felt is a kind of a slight headache, which kind of varied at times, mostly on the second day, and also with a feeling of, gee, I'm not totally comfortable with this, for whatever reason. There's just, it's just something's too much. So, I'm saying to you, do not do this. In fact, I'm recommending that not only that you perhaps not jump in with 2 servings per day. I recommend that you would start out with one servings. I had 1 serving on Wednesday. I had 1 serving on Thursday. This was after. This is my second kind of round here. I had some previously with another, a number of months ago with another shipment. But and that, that's fine. There's no problem with 1 serving a day. But to ramp up to this 4 serving per day, right away like that, in fact, probably at all, is not a good idea. Okay? Call me a guinea pig, call me what you will. But so this is not the way to do it. Now, on the other hand, it is demonstrating something here about Yevo. Now, I hesitate to mention anything, possibly positive or whatever, but this is demonstrating that these Yevo foods are real, this is real stuff, Now, and so whether my experience was like some kind of a detox effect, or whether it was, an outright overdose, immediate, just too much of some vitamin, or mineral or something, I don't know. But this stuff, it's not to be played around with, and this stuff is real. So, well, I'm just going to leave it at that this time. You make your own judgment, and yes, I still am a distributor of Yevo food, and yes, I hope to make money, and yes, I would love for you to be a customer of mine and a distributor if you so desire. So, I am saying all these things, with, disclaimers both ways or every which way. But every which way but loose, right?